makes the catch. It's McCulley. They stop him at the 22. That's important breathing room on this drive. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. I'm the offensive coordinator. I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. That picks up a 1st down. Spotted at the 39.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Haynes. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. Using his legs. It's Haynes. 1st down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. 2nd down after the incompletion. Caught to the right.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. Defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
12th play of this marathon drive in the playoff, and they face 3rd and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The sure hands. It's Haynes. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. Receiver in motion now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. It's a solid game to pick up the 1st down on what will be likely the final play of this 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're scoreless.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He's going to hand this off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The pass rush closing in. And he'll be brought down.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Cannot escape the pass rush there. Brought down for a short loss. Well, these defensive ends are hard to handle on the edge. That's how he comes around the corner and hits the quarterback.
Boy, this defensive end is so talented. He can bull rush you and use his power, or also use his quickness to be able to get around the corner, bend, and then lower in on the quarterback. That's exactly what he's able to do, and I love the way he finished on that sack.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Over the middle, it's King. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it on the move. Oh, he makes the catch. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to throw again. The pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. They get him to the ground, heads up by the offense to keep possession, but he's still short of the marker. And the Blue Devils hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Breaks into the clear. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. On second and goal, they hand it to him again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Here we go, third and goal coming up. Grab behind the line. It's King. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't. So now we got a fourth down.
Coach says, forget the chip shot to tie it. We're going to try to score and take the lead. He's got it near the end zone. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Fights back line of scrimmage, avoids the safety, but nothing more.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points in a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
This one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
What a catch! Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, look at the throw. He escapes the pocket. He finds some space. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, nice move by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Because anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite.
He escapes the pocket, but not the rush. It'll be a short loss. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Chris, a lot of times you'll see a strong safety up close to the box trying to defend the run. But this time, he's able to sneak in there and come up with a quarterback sack.
So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on 3rd down. This won't be easy. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Heaves it deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Hey, they hit this for the 1st down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Stop right there at the line. No gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. See what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Trying to convert with a sweep. And they've got it. All they need is a field goal to take the lead. But they're going to try to punch it in here on 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They're going to try to score on 4th down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's caught! Touchdown, Blue Devils! So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 6. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll call for the fair catch here. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Running back with the football. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
9, Michigan 3.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Klein. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's King. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. The Blue Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Takes the toss, heads to his right.
Well, they go with the running back here on the toss play. Doesn't pick up a lot of yards, but enough for the 1st down to move the sticks.
To 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. It's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. Looking for some space. It's Haynes.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Launches it deep down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. A missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this. I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses it.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Duke's offense heads back out of the field now. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get... Who's in the clear? They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A new set of downs after that completion. Grab behind the line. It's King. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Blue Devils are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. Here he goes. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
The Blue Devils looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. It's a keeper. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Duke.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. With the catch, it's Haynes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's reeled in. It's Haynes.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Michigan.
I can't believe they threw the football. I think the defense is surprised as well. It looked like they had everybody up near the line of scrimmage to just stop the run because they thought they might take the easy way out. Instead, they show confidence in the quarterback. They throw the football, and my gosh, does it pay off. 99 yards for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
What a game here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And he's tackled at the 41. That's the end of the third quarter with the score 16, Michigan 10.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab by the receiver. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Keeps it. QB draw. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
And the Blue Devils offense is on the move now. Handoff running right. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The first real speed bump of this impressive run. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Leaning on the run game here late. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach 4th quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on 3rd downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, this is situational football, and this is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
23, Michigan 10.
This one will be fair caught. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Hey, the defense working with this lead does everything right. Taking away any threats downfield gives the quarterback only option really is to take off and pick up some yards. Now, they better be careful, because you do that too many times, eventually he could get out and put it into the end zone.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
It's an out route. The catch made. But get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. You're down by a couple possessions. Yeah, completion is good, but truly the two most important things, getting the ball downfield to your receivers and making sure they trap him for a sack. Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for a late deep shot. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The Blue Devils come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Crucial third down play after that completion. Can he make it to the marker? And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They'll go for it on 4th down for a 5th time. They're 3 for 4 so far today. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job is even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.